Hello, welcome everyone. It's always a pleasure being here with you, learning, sharing. Share these videos. It's pass it on to families that you know, friends that needs to hear this. Because why? We all have made terrible mistake in this world. Because why? We simply don't know the purpose of this life. If you don't know the purpose, your purpose as a woman, your purpose as a man, you're going to fail, and there's no way you're going to be happy in this world. It's not possible. Because why? You're not fulfilling your purpose. So today we're going to talk about, and that's the thing, we're not taught what our purpose is. That's why we failed. So if you just got hired on a job and the employer did not tell you what you're supposed to do and not do, guess what? You're going to fail and you're going to get fired. So our employer, our creator, God, specifically detail a map what a man purpose is and what a woman purpose is. It's because either you did not know or you don't want to know, is why you didn't meet your purpose, is why you fail, is why you think everyone is evil, every woman is bad, every man is bad. Because why? They were not fulfilling their purpose, including yourself. So today we're going to discuss how powerful, true power a woman possesses. So to understand the power of a woman, and it's absolutely beautiful, because when you're thinking about a woman, remember, a woman is part of you. You were once one soul, and then you were ripped apart. So that woman you think that's not you is you. That woman you're talking bad about is you. That man you're talking bad about is you. It's like you talking about bad. It's like you speaking bad about your own son, about your own daughter. That's part of your flesh. Well, so is the soul. That is part of your flesh. So how powerful is a woman? Let's look at day one, Adam and Eve. What did God do? God created Adam. Now, when people hear Adam means man, of course, but the deeper meaning means sand. Adam was created from sand. If you put sand in your hand, you blow it, it's gone. The woman from the rib. Try putting a big rib in your hand and blowing and see if it'll blow away. You see? Very strong. But how powerful is she? She was able to get the number one, the alpha man, the most powerful man that ever existed, to sin. Why? Because she's given that power. She's given that ability. She has the ability to take the greatest man and bring him down, or take the lowest man and bring him up. Now, how does she do that? Because God has given woman a very specific, special gift. The gift of power of beauty, to get the man, to redirect the man where he needs to be. And another example is, let's look at in Egypt. When the Jews were in Egypt, they were slaves for 210 years. And the Pharaoh has made the man do the women work, and the women do the man work. Now, you would think that the women would be the one that become depressed and give up. Because why? They're doing manual labor. They're doing man work. But while the men are doing the women work. But what happened was, the man started falling into depression, starting to feeling that there's no point of this existing. They were giving up. But again, man, sand, women is a bone. So the women, they were very strong, and they realized their husband did not want to be intimate with them, create, because that's part of God's commandment, to create. He says, go forth and fulfill and procreate, the world. That's the whole point of creation as well. So the men were not doing what God says to do. So the women, even working, 18-hour days or 14-hour days, like the man, they would come home, they would clean themselves up, go in the mirror, put on their lipstick, their eyelash, doing everything they can to attract their husband to be with them, to have children. Because the women did not give up. Now, why is it that these women are so powerful and so beautiful? Because God made them that way for our sake. I will say it again. God made them that way for our sake. Well, how is it our sake? Like I said, is not your son part of you? Is not your daughter part of you? So is your soul. That soul is part of you. That's the part that is missing. That's the strength of your body, of your soul that is missing. And her job is to command, to complete you, to give you that strength, to return that strength back to you again. That's her job. Because without her, we don't have that strength. You know, think about it. Let's say you have a special ability. You are a great athlete, right? And yes, you are good at it. But again, you need a coach to refine it for you to become perfect, to understand how to maximize that ability. Without the coach, you're not going anywhere. Without the discipline, you're not going anywhere. I know it's a crude explanation, but again, even though you have the potential, but you need the coach. Same thing. You have the potential, but you need the woman to help get you there. That's her purpose, because again, she is part of you. They are beautiful. This is for the women who are women of God, women who wants to do the right thing, good women. This is not for the one that's running around sleeping, making all men think all women are like that. Okay? So, because not all women are like that. There are some good women out there. But again, the problem is we've been giving wrong information. And then because we see these evil women, which again, women, if you are doing that, the only thing you're doing is creating a perfect place in hell for yourself. That's all you're doing. You're going to get old. You're going to lose your beauty. You're going to lose everything you got. Just like you lost everything here, you're going to lose everything for eternity because you're building a perfect villa in hell for yourself. But again, for those of you who are good women who wants to have that, and for you to understand what your role is. I love my role as a man, and you should love your role as a woman because you've been given a beautiful gift. You need to capitalize on that gift while you're still alive. Share this with other women so they understand you have a mission, you have a purpose, you are beautiful, you are perfect. But again, you can only become that, just like the man. You can only become that if you are following the instruction of God, because this is who you are. You have to become who you were created to become. You have the ability to turn this world around. You bring life into this world. You are obligated, and you've been given the gift to bring life into this world. Do you know what that means? To bring life into this world? You've been given that gift, and your purpose is to make sure that mankind continue. And what does that take? That takes a tremendous amount of strength and power, ability of a woman to be able to give birth. And that child, as it grows, all your heart, your lungs, all your organs are being shifted inside of you just to accommodate that child. And yet, you still willing and can clean, cook, take care of your husband, clean your husband, dirty underwear that have those what's called, some people say racing stripe in, and you have no problem washing that racing stripe underwear of your husband and loving him, caring, and encouraging him. Because why? Without you, men think there's somebody. If you were somebody, God would not, men, if you were somebody, God would not create the woman. Only a fool think there's somebody without a woman. Because why? You will never reach your potential without her. Because why? You are incomplete. Both of us are incomplete. As I said, like the child is part of you. The soul is part of you. So if God ripped a part of you apart, then you are incomplete. You're not complete. The woman has that part that you need, we need as men to complete us and for her to be complete as well. It cannot be that we can become perfect on our own. It simply doesn't exist, because why? If it did, God would not have created the woman. And the woman is beautiful when you decide to do what God created you to do. Because why? I know people are complaining. The world is complaining. Ladies, good women, you are the only one who can really turn this around. Just like the women in Egypt, they turned it around. You have tremendous ability to stand your ground and be firm. You can do that. You can turn this around by being that woman God created you to be. share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.